Hey guys, my name is Joseph Curtis, and if you love movies just as much as me, you have come to the right place. Now do me a huge solid and click that like and subscribe button. Also, if you want to follow me on the following social platforms, that would be great as well. Now, let's start talking about Del Toro's Pinocchio. A father's wish magically brings a wooden boy to life in Italy, giving him a chance to care for the child. I feel like it's pretty much safe to assume that everybody knows the general idea of the story of Pinocchio. Old man is sad, old man makes a wooden boy, and the wooden boy comes to life, and whenever he lies, his nose grows bigger. This is an incredible achievement, not just visually, because I can talk forever, and I will for this brief moment. It is amazing to look at. It is one of the most beautiful looking films of this year of 2022. And I'm a huge fan of this type of animation, stop motion. For me, one of my favorite movies of all time is Kubo and the Two Strings, how they were able to bring that world to life. And that's the same feeling that I get with this film. And I haven't had that feeling in many, many years. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Pixar. I love Walt Disney Studios. I love DreamWorks Studios. But it's nothing compared to this style of animation. And it's the amount of work these people do to make this world, to make these characters come to life. You gotta give these people so much more respect. That's not to downplay the other types of animation. There is a tremendous amount of effort and work that goes into that. But this is just so different and so meticulous. Now, the story. Yes, it is the same cliche Pinocchio that you have heard before, but there are twists to this. There is actually more of a real personal dive into what it would feel like for this man named Geppetto who lost his son, his real life son, and then creates this wooden boy to kind of cover his trauma. You really feel that impact on an emotional level in the story, how it all unfolds. By the time you get to the end, you have tears just flowing from your eyes. The other adaptations really miss the mark of Geppetto. They really just focus on Pinocchio. He makes the wooden boy, and then they just focus the rest of the movie on the kid. And that's fine, because that is kind of the story of Pinocchio. He is the title character. But what I think this film did a spectacular job in was not just focusing on Pinocchio 75% of the time. They actually had a very good flesh of characters in this, for the villain side, the hero side, the troubled character side. And I believe Geppetto was a very troubled man. And you really get that feel of impact of loss and how this guy's literally drinking, and while he's making Pinocchio, it's not really a PG, kid-friendly kind of version of Pinocchio. I'm not saying it's super dark, but there are some thematic elements that could be questionable for some parents and some imagery that might be disturbing for some kids. I thought it was beautiful to behold, but some people might see it as a bit creepy, but that's the Del Toro vibe. He's very well known for making very otherworldly creatures come to life in cinematic form. Gregory Mann, this little boy, has such an awesome voice. I believe he's the one singing, because this is also a musical, which I had no idea. I cannot forget about this. Ewan McGregor plays the narrator, plays the cricket. Sebastian J. Cricket, I believe. He has a couple funny sequences where they're trying to build his character up and he's about to sing a song and then a door hits him on the way out. To go into the things that didn't really quite work in this film, not all of the musical numbers worked. There was at least one or two songs, one in particular that introduces the character of Christopher Waltz, who's the lead of the carnival, and it just didn't really work. I didn't really like the approach with the song, and it didn't really fit, at least for me personally, with the rest of the songs. And another issue that I had with this film, specifically when it came to the world building, I like a movie that sticks with its boundaries, with its rules that it builds up. And there's one particular moment that happens in the first act that revolves around the character of Pinocchio, where I found myself questioning the writing for the rules within this world. Overall, Pinocchio is a charming, whimsical film with some really good musical numbers, some that don't really land as much, but the experience was something that I will never forget. I found myself weeping by the end. I truly can't recommend this movie enough. So with that being said, I'm going to give Del Toro's Pinocchio a solid 9 out of 10. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also do not forget to be blessed.